Going back to Project Regenesis. If we want Tyrannosaurus, we need to release strong dinosaurs. We have the gene. So we can go ahead and just make a bunch of strong Corythosaurs to continue bolstering their herd up. We do have more Corythos than Parasaurs, but whatever. I feel like there might be more Corythosaurs. Actually, we need Parasaurs in other areas. Hold on, let's do Parasaurs. Because the Parasaurs show up in multiple scenes in the movie. The Corythosaurs do not. Actually, that might not be completely true. Now that I think about it. I do think there might be Corythosaurs on the flyover scene when the plane is first flying in Jurassic Park 3. But anyway, regardless, we need Parasaurs for the river, where we don't have any. We're gonna have to see if we can keep them separate from the herd in the main plains here, which might be a little challenging. If they merge, it's not the end of the world either. And then, yeah, we definitely need some out there. So we can put this batch, I guess, out in the plains, maybe. That's probably fine. Let me pull up. I'm going to look at that JP3 scene again. Yeah, so mixed herd of Parasaurs and Corythosaurs as they fly over the island at the start of the film, alongside the Trikes and Brachies. That should be everything over in that valley. So, well, we continue to process these guys. 3. Both of those are a 9. A little awkward. Guess I should have maybe not sent out. Well, we're super backlogged here on eggs, so it doesn't matter. Let's just send 3 people out on a dig. It's fine.
Asset has been delivered.
Because they're literally just still airlifting dudes over. Number of dinosaurs, size of largest territory. Let's do number, because then we're doing that anyway. Yeah, total dinosaur population 255. That's a lot of dinosaurs.
Transportation complete.
Okay, so the Paras are not even being airlifted over yet. Oh, this Jeep is still stuck here. Wait, that's a problem. Where is it gonna try to go? Maybe I can make a path back here for it. Go, get out of there. We can leave a little bit of a gap in the trees as memory of the time the car got stuck. Somehow. Way the fuck over there. Where the hell are the copies going? They're moving with like a purpose. Oh, they're panicked. Maybe they're just mutually panicking away. This is probably the part of the mod where, like, the leader dictates the behavior of the group. He panicked in that direction, they all ran off after him. Yeah, okay, he's turning around, he's turning around. Yeah, they're going home. That was really neat, though. Like, it's like the alpha got spooked, and all the, like, subjugate followers just followed him out. Like, oh shit, boss is running, something bad's happening, we gotta follow him. Now they're calm down and they're just making their way home. Alright, so copies being delivered down here. Lonely, but that should be it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Where did I put the other copies? Because there's this batch. There's the lake batch, or the swamp batch. I thought I had... Maybe the other batch isn't even down yet. That might be it.
Asset being transported.
Yeah, because they're releasing still 2 groups. Yeah, I don't remember where I sent that other group. It's kind of fun that the Trikes and Brockies have slightly different territories. Alright, fossils came in. Let's make sure we're getting the Iguanodon process first. So yeah, we'll use you. The other dig site can be you and you. Leaving us with... oh, I wonder, is the... Okay, no, because they haven't been released, so this hasn't popped yet. Cryo, Alberto, Spino, Suko. So we do need this one, but we can't do it yet. Yeah, that's it. We need Suchomimus, Tyrannosaurus. That's all that's left on the large Karn page. How's the ratings doing? More food. Might as well put it in. So that'll be it for the Iguanodon. So this is ready to go. I think the first thing we'll want to do now that the Parasaurs are out is get the Rex research going. That way we can get ourselves a Rex put in the park and we can see if it will be stable left up in the corner by itself. Are you actually like cheap? Yeah, 90k. So this is... Yeah, sure, you can do this. It's a minute. Doesn't matter. So there's that. Stegosaurus is also needed, so we can do cheaper research with you and you, I guess. Another cheaper research. No, just do that. Double up. So that leaves us... Yeah, with like just expeditions, of which we don't really have anything we need to do, right? I think everything we can get, we've gotten. I think. Trying to rack my brain for who might still be missing here, but I think that's everything. We got both of our pterosaurs. We got our aquatic. Working on our last carnivores now. Stegosaurus might be the last herbivore we're missing after we get the iguanodons out. Mamenchi. Yeah, we're missing Mamenchisaurus. But that's also not, like, priority. So I delivered the other copies up to the northern lake area. We're working on some more Crythosaurs and Parasaurs for some of the other secondary herds. And the Rex is now available, so we gotta make sure we're pushing that. And unfortunately, you need to go on a break. But we'll do one of these first, because why not? Might as well. And then, yeah, we can put you on the Iguanodon, and then you can send the batch of Iguanodon when you're done. Also picked up a contract for territory, so we're going to release one batch straight into here, and then release Crythosaurs into the plains, Parasaurs across the river, and then go from there. Alright, first batch of Rex. There it is. We can put you on this, I guess. Make sure you get rested up. We'll come back to Rex later. For now, we've got Contract completed. More Corythosaurs here. Parasaurs are being airlifted over here across the river. I put them slightly to the south. Hopefully that will keep them separate from the main herd over here. But we'll see. We do know that, like, as long as the territory is established, it does seem like herds won't necessarily merge. It's been kind of weird in behavior, but it certainly seems plausible that this will work out. Keeping the second group here. And I don't think we'd need that many. I think just like 6 on this riverside here would be fine, because it's a pretty small group you see in the river scene, I think. I do believe. So everybody's ready to go. So let's grab ourselves. We'll get an Iguanodon set up. So, Iguanodon is again in the Jurassic Park Adventures, Jurassic Park Survivor books, whatever. I've opted to go for a 2022 variant here. There is a... So if you look up Iguanodon on the Jurassic Park wiki, and you go to the book page, right? It shows a picture of the Iguanodon. It is also the picture that's used on the Jurassic Park Institute. So I don't know if the JP Institute, which is also JP3 era, if that artwork was reused in the book, or if artwork made for the book was reused on the Institute, or if the wiki is just wrong. I have no idea. But we're basing it off that design, because we might as well. So that is like a green and black Iguanodon. And it is this more like Mantellosaurus style Iguanodon with the more limber, thin arms, rather than the big hench proper Iguanodon arms that are probably a little exaggerated, but rather iconic. I'm gonna clear your lifespan because I feel bad if I don't do it. Except also you have the worst genes in the fucking world because they butchered my boy in this game. So never mind. You're gonna have 50-50 and a little bit of bad lifespan. Sure. Just horrendous fucking genes on this guy. It's so disappointing. One of my favorite animals, and it's just butchered in this game. Like, they may have butchered the skins on Herrerasaurus, but at least Herrerasaurus is good. Iguanodon, I think the skins look worse in this game than in the first one, because the pattern's kind of, like, overly saturated / unnatural looking to me, and then the gene spread is just unusable. It's actually just terrible. Which sucks. Alright, Corythos over here. We might want to, well, not might. We definitely want more animals over here at some point. Both probably another wave of Corythosaurs and Parasaurs, because you do see quite a few in the intro sequence. There's a specifically shot where the plane like flies over and you see a bunch of them like stampede out. So there's probably a good 2 dozen in that intro sequence. Maybe not quite 2 dozen, but at least a dozen, let's say. So, one thing I want to check here. Iguanodon is 4 social, is that correct? You know what? I've been playing this game for years. Minimum Pop 1. Really? I didn't realize Iguanodon was completely solo. Further making me point out that I've been playing this game for years and hours and centuries, and yet I constantly forget shit like that. Social, humble, short-lived, whatever, that's fine. I'll take all 4 of them. I'll take your entire stock. Cheaper, altruistic. And then we want more paras. More Corythosaurs. And that should be enough. 4 Iguanodon's fine. 1 more wave of paras and Corys for the flyover point. And that's good enough. Then we get the Rex. And then we get the Stegos. And then we can work on things like Suchomimus and some of the other stragglers. And that gives us a chance to like see if the Rex is stable or not. Or if he immediately runs over and murders a bunch of my poor dinosaurs. Don't really want to send the genetic specialist. I'm going to send you. I don't care if you're mad at me.
Transportation complete.
Son of a bitch! You broke out! Freaking nerds. He's going to attack the helicopter? Nope. Eat shit! Are you fucking serious? Where the fuck are my fucking jeeps? Repair this fucking building! How many fucking miles away are you? You're here. You made it in. I hate... This is why Pteranodon is an unviable species in this game. It gets pissed off at every fucking storm. It's so dumb. And now this Jeep is, like, not fucking moving. They actually will break out of the aviary just from storm aggravation, which fucking sucks. Okay, medical should be there dealing with that one. Are they all contained? Maybe. They're still attacking the fucking dome, too, because they'll queue up those actions and just sit there being bastards. Okay, there should be a sedated hadrosaur with a concussion. Yes. How are you here? How did you get here? I mean, obviously you just walk down from up here. He should be able to find his way back. This shouldn't matter. What else is broken? Okay, dealing with that, dealing with that. One concussion being dealt with. Should be it. Get this pterosaur in the air, and then we can, Oh, now they're lonely because multiple ones broke out. Oh, that's dog shit. That's actually completely fucking dog shit.
Asset transportation underway. Asset delivered. Confirming asset delivery.
Now they're dominance fighting, because even their fucking herd mechanics got messed up. Their dominance. Their alpha mechanics. That's what I meant to say. Alright, great. Park is mostly fine. You're being treated, but who else has an injury? Well, can't be that important if I don't know who it is, right? Is it you? Yeah, you're actually fractured proper. Okay. This parasaur came from right outside the fence here. Go put it back. Over here. Okay, let's pause. So, parasaur eggs. Let's actually stick a pin in that. The iguanodons are out. I haven't had a chance to check on them because I got sidetracked by the unfolding nightmare that was the pterosaurs. So this should be you. This should be you. More Rex. 652. That'll all be you. And then we can sneak out a clutch, I think, while the baryonyx gets sedated and airlifted over, because that'll take a hot moment. Where are my iguanodons? They're out here. Okay, panicking, missing ground fruit. Well, you're in there. We can't see you. So yeah, that's the best I could do for the iguanodon. They're supposed to be more stripy, but obviously if we want this thin-formed iguanodon, we don't get the stripes so much. I'm doing good. How are you, Blade of Welsh? It sounds cool that you've completed the Biosin Park. We'll be doing a Jurassic World build ourselves soon enough. Not Biosin again, obviously, since we already did that, but something else. Not, won't be the next one we do, but it'll be something coming up. We need ground leaf, ground leaf, ground leaf. Where's this iguanodon territory at, though? Where'd the other ones go? Oh, I think they're just fanning out because the territory's bad. So I guess we can maybe use this to have them generate, like, a large territory first, if we want that to be the thing that happens. Kind of neat. So now they should come back. Hopefully. Go home, Iguanodons.
Transported.
Yeah, not a big fan of the Dominion variant, but it's fine. And we got a couple of different shades of green here, but I couldn't tell you which one's which. That's Solar, and that's Champlain. Sure. Well, it does look like they might be coming home here a little bit. Kinda. Infected wound in the berry, yes. He did get sedated, though. That's good. We can get him taken care of. Okay, and then just send them. Doesn't matter. Yeah, the other stuff is on the way. Okay, fossils are almost done. Eggs are almost done. That's it. Fossils came in. Okay, T-Rex is done. So we're going to release a single JP3 T-Rex up in the corner of the map. And we're going to see if he plays nice or if he eats all of our boys and girls in this park. We know the piscivores down south have not needed to be contained by fences, but they're very far away from herbivores, and that's not true of the north of the island. So we may see some carnage break out. All right, there's Stegosaurus.
Asset transportation in progress.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the new film be a film that takes place on Sorna, and then to just completely fucking run counter to a bunch of Jurassic World marketing material, and then everybody will get all up in arms about what is and isn't canon, as if the Jurassic World marketing material was ever really canon to begin with. The DPG, all that stuff, it's just marketing material. Nobody with the pulse on the franchise did anything more than just give it a cursory stamp and move on with their lives. And it'll be ignored at the earliest opportunity.
Assets in the air.
This is not the kind of franchise where the people running it give two shits about what is and isn't canon.
Transportation underway. Asset has been transported.
Yeah, I'm definitely kind of interested in just like the meta narrative of like whether or not they'll bring back Sorna.
Confirming asset delivery.
Because Sorna's position in the franchise in the World Trilogy is so funny. It's just like Quantum Entangled may or may not exist still.
Asset transported.
Yeah, I mean, and the one hand, yeah, it sucks that there's nobody to like build continuity in this franchise and to like steward it. On the other hand, the original movie breaks continuity with itself. Every map of the park in the original film was different, and none of them make sense with the events in the film. So, like, the franchise was never launched from the ground up as something that was intended to be a rigorous world-building exercise. So I get it. Like, my bigger gripe with the franchise is that Universal just wants it to be fucking Godzilla versus Kong, basically. They want to turn to monster fighting, and that sucks. We need to get back to the more natural side of things, which is what I'm hoping the new movie will do. Okay, so Stego's done. Why don't let's get the Rex cooking first, and then we can go dig up Stego. Yeah, the Hammond's Dream, the whole goal there really was just... Oh, I think we just do regular T-Rex, but we have a skin, yeah. Yeah, the whole goal was like, how do we take some of the map information and make it work with the sequence of events in the movie? So it's like, the movie... The events we see on screen should be the primary canon. Because like a computer monitor map can just be wrong. So if anything seen on a computer monitor or brochure in the film contradicts the events in the film should be the thing we pay attention to. And for some reason, that hasn't been true in the fandom. Everybody latches onto the maps, which is just... It's a choice. I don't think it's the right choice, but it's a choice. Okay, so we can do that, and then we can go dig up Stego. Yeah, you could think of it that way. I mean, my personal... If I wanted to come up with an explanation for why the maps are wrong, I would just say things were in flux. You know, the system was designed with some idea of what animals would go in what pen. They hard-coded those names in. They put the animals in different pens when they finally moved them over. They never bothered changing the system. That's realistic for software development, right? I mean, I have written scientific software in my career where like the variable names, if you open the code up, don't match the data that's actually going into the variable because at some point it changed and it was not worth me going back through every line of code and rewriting like variable names. We just put a little comment that says this is not actually that and just ignore it because it doesn't matter. Are you still dying, friend? I would like you not to die. Oh my god, where's the medic? Is the medic driving backwards? I will shit myself. Where is he? Okay, no, they're driving forwards. They should get there. Alright, 2 Rex eggs, but this one is aggressive, so we're definitely not hatching that, because I assume that will just murder shit. Intolerant Humble should be perfectly fine. So we'll send this guy, to the other side of the island when I can hatch him. Can I hatch him? Yeah, spared no expense in the context of the movies is supposed to be an ironic line. It's become iconic instead of ironic. So, that doesn't really come across all that well anymore, but... It's very clear that Hammond, even good movie Hammond, spared a lot of expense on the island. He cut corners. Alright, there's a Rex. There's our first batch of Stego fossils. And a little bit of Allosaurus, just, you know, for seasoning. I'm pretty sure all the Stego dig sites are fairly expensive, but we can't go do a dig with just the one guy, but we can check. So that's a Stego. Is there another? Maybe the other one is finished. Oh no, there's one up there. Yeah, that's an 8. Portugal Stego. Also an 8. Okay. More Stego. We need river Stego and... Is that it? Does Stegosaurus only show up in the river scene in JP3? I think so. Because you don't see any in the flyover. But I feel like it had a scene with Triceratops. Maybe it didn't. Maybe I'm just thinking of Jurassic World where they're in a scene together. Because they're definitely in a scene together in Jurassic World. Like, the reason I bring this up is I made a mod, or I edited an existing mod specifically to allow Stego and Trike to live together. But now that I think about it, I think I only might have done that for Jurassic World and not JP3. Well, let's see if little Junior here... it's not Junior. It's not the T-Rex from Lost World. The JP3 T-Rex is not the what baby. Anyway, let's see if he causes any trouble or not. He's got goats. He's got meat. He's got water and sand. He's got cars to go kick. So hopefully he leaves the herbivores alone. So this is a model edit custom skin. Is the waddle actually pronounced on this only because it's a model edit? Right? I think the buck did not have a waddle in this game, right? I think that's true. It was just a skin edit of the female. No model edits. So it's nice to have a more accurate version of the male Tyrannosaurs. Well, so far so good. He hasn't immediately run off to try and go kill a Muttaburrasaurus or something down here at the airstrip. That's good. Or a Maiasaura. Alright, well, let's keep working on them Stegos. We got another batch of fossils. I never actually processed the last batch because my people were busy. That is a true and factual statement that happened. Go clear out Portugal. Okay, good haul of stego. We just need to actually catch up on processing it. Cheaper, so yeah, we can send out these two while this guy rests. So we want to put the geneticist on this prep work. It'll be interesting to see if the staff system makes it into JWE3 or if they redo this like logistical management stuff again and do a third take on it. Because like some people really don't like the staff system, and I could see them taking that to heart and like cutting it or changing it. I don't mind it. I would like it to matter more and be a little more interesting. Like right now, the things that make it the most interesting is when we like kind of almost role play it and treat our employees like they're real people and like don't fire people when they want raises and shit. Which I mean, in the real world, people will still fire people. Do we have all the stego? No, there's still more in Portugal. It'd be neat to see just more to this in some way. I don't know. I don't have any like idea on how they should change it, but or expand it rather, but something. Also, got to do the research for Suchomimus, so we got to push this here. So this is a perfectly good time to do this when everybody else is busy on other things. Yeah, just like that. Great. Hopefully the last expedition for stego here. 6 and 5. We got everybody who needs to go on a break. We could still do a batch of fossils if we have stuff, but no, we don't. So that'll be available when they come back. Yeah, we definitely can't push research here because this is super expensive. Suchomimus is going to be awful, actually. We might need to look at... I don't... No, staff upgrades is not worth it. We might have to fire somebody. Yeah, because you're capped at 9. 914. No, we should be good. Shouldn't go that much higher. This should work. Alright, sign it out, fossils. Some sweet, valuable money. This looks like it might be... Yep. Perfect. Stego complete. Great. Do we complete Aloe? Nope. 87. Haha. Sucker. So I think we'll put... no, not the research person. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, yeah, no. We'll put the geneticist on this dude as fast as possible. We'll hatch some stegos first, and then we can push the research towards Suchomimus. So, Stegosaurus, 2 scenes in GP3. You see them briefly in the flyover. They have 2 clear differences in colors. So we're going to do, I think... I mean, we definitely did the JP3 2001, which are green. Very green. But there should be like a browner one, which I think we'll do 97A. Let's just do all 3. Fuck it. It's fine. It doesn't matter. They all look the same. The color difference is so subtle. There's no point in being like a stickler about it. Intolerant shouldn't matter. It might matter. Okay. Let me think. It probably doesn't matter. 10. We can boost this more. I did see the realistic monorail mod. I did not look closely at it. I forget what the exact deal with that is. It's that it's got people on it, right? You can see through the windows instead of it just being like a opaque train. I.e., it actually looks like it's being used. No, I don't care about superhero shit except for the boys. And even then, I barely care about the boys at this point. So, not my bag, any of that anymore. We'll put you on this. Hold on, let's check this actually. We can look here. So, likes. Okay, so the mod did take. This likes Trike and Anki. So this is neutral to Hadrosaur. No, it likes Hadrosaurs. Okay, no, so this should work everywhere in the park. Everywhere Stego needs to go, it actually likes everything. Because now, thanks to the power of modding, it's not a little asshole. So that's cool. Alright, post-storm, Stegosaurus eggs ready to go. Aggressive, that's unacceptable. Intolerant should not matter. We got an intolerant alpha, so that's fine, as long as, you know, that's the one that takes control. Cheaper incubation with... It has to be you. Well, no, let's do this and... This? Doesn't matter, because we have nothing to dig up. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Because we got a concussed Corythosaur to deal with here, too. Okay, Pteranodons are awake and contained. Is the aviary fully repaired? We had another Pteranodon escape. I got very angry at him. I called him bad names. He offended my sensibilities. Fences seem to be in an acceptable state as well. Some nerd is dying somewhere. Why are you dying? What have you done? Your entire life is walking, eating, and drinking, and you're unable to successfully do this. Somehow you're dying. Insane. Also, I fucking somehow sedated the wrong animal, which is classic. I feel like the game deliberately, like, layers things, so the injured animal is always the bottom thing when, like, they're overlapping. Am I the only one who feels that way? I feel like the game is, like, engineered to troll me. Consoles are not stronger than PC by definition, because a console is just a limited PC. Like... Yeah, endorsing modding. Like, modding is the thing that gives games long lifespans. Look at, like, fucking Skyrim. The only reason people still play that to the degree they do is because of modding. Like, people would still be playing it, but it would not be still insanely popular if it wasn't for modding. And Bethesda is one of the few companies that, like, fully supports modding, although they try to fucking monetize it like the scumlords they are. And it does so good for them. Like, Fallout London is essentially a mod that's an entire new game, and they just allow it. It's pretty cool. It gets people buying fucking software. I will point out, the Rex has actually not killed anything this entire run so far. He's still just hanging out here on the beach. This mod is awesome as fuck. This mod has my stamp of approval. It works like a charm. He even walked all the way over here to the landing strip, and he could have literally looked down it and seen the big hunk of meat walking at the far end. And he's like, nah, I want the McDonald's over here on the beach. We're going back. Why is this empty? Do I not have a ranger station? I do. They're just dumb, I guess. Oh god, what have I clicked? Don't click that. We're good. Everything's safe. We're fine. Alright, just get somebody in there, do it manually. This is not worth my effort of trying to diagnose why it's not working. Cooper's gone. He's been rendered into dust. There's nothing left. Yeah, this mod allows you to not have to use fences in a safari build. The animals stay where their territories are good, including the carnivores, which is just awesome. It's fantastic. Probably, I mean, the real test that we're not going to do in this park, because there's too many animals near the visitor area, the real test would be, like, what happens if you have animals on the other side of the map and no fences? I would assume they still laser focus your visitors, because, like, the game cheats like that, and they just psychically know when the fences go down to go stomp on the people for fun. But it'd be pretty wild if you could actually, like, set it up that way where they don't. Okay, we can't hatch these guys yet. That's fine. Well, we got our flyover stegos in now. So I'll have to find all their fruit and stuff here, but they should be good. We'll have another batch coming and we can use to expand the territory afterwards. These are, of course, the same modded 97 and 2001 stegos that we used in the previous park build. So nothing to see here. That's why I didn't bother showing these guys off. If we can get the last batch... Actually, you know what? I don't even need the last batch yet. Let's get the research done here. We need Suchomimus to wrap the park build up proper. I'm willing to skip Mamenchisaurus. But Sucho is a JP3 animal, so it should be in here. 9, 3, 5, and 1. Remove you, add you, save the money, go. 24 genetics for Suchomimus. So if we put a 4 in there, that's 18. Which means we need one whole new geneticist. That's the best we can do with these. 2, let's put you on break, I guess. Let's double check this. Yeah, we just need a 6. We should be able to get a 6. We can get a 5 if we do specialist facility. So 5 is workable, 4 if they're genetic specialist, 6 otherwise. We still need our expedition people. We don't really need cheaper research. So I probably fire Powell. I think so. Sorry, I gotta let you go, buddy. Nothing personal, kid. Okay, 6. Faster synth. 7 mil. 6 altruistic, 426. Not bad. Competing altruistic. Fantastic. Shockingly cheap logistics specialist. Obviously, we don't need this. I'm genuinely shocked to see this. 200k recruitment, 7 logistics with a cap of 10. That seems really good this late in the game. Well, usually they're like, yeah, like this guy, $1 million. How is this guy 200k and this guy's $1 million? Like, obviously, yes, genetics and welfare points, sure. But they're still, like, almost the same logistics score with the same logistics cap, which is the whole point of you hiring this guy. This doesn't feel balanced. Well, if we want a researcher back, this guy has 7 cheaper research. So I guess we just take that, because he pays for himself in the process of researching. Ooh, cheaper synthesis, 5. Nah, it's fine. Let's grab him. I did put that one person on research, or on break, though, so we gotta wait for them to come back. So this is the new one. The game is currently paused, as you can see. And yet he's going. He's going. I don't know where he's going. I guess he must be traveling at a superluminal velocity, because if time is paused, but he's still moving, logically he must be exceeding the speed of light. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. That's the only explanation for what's happening here. What happens when I unpause? Oh, he just stops moving. And now he has escaped. Is this how the compies escape? Like, I feel like the compies just walk through the fence. I feel like this... Oh, he's not here. I can't even... Okay, I can click on him, but not when I'm paused. He has completely broken. He has ascended. He is a minor deity. Let's see if he actually gets sedated. Nice. Okay. Wait, no, not that. That's the wrong button. Escape. Now we hit F, and now we can transport. I gotta cancel that, that chopper before they mess all this up, though. Cancel that. So wait. When I'm doing this... Huh, yeah, that kind of sucks that, like, F swaps between tasks. Whereas if you hit escape and then you hit F, it brings up transport. It would be nice if you didn't have to switch off of the helicopter to bring up transport, but whatever. The JP Troodon is certainly a unique design. I'll give it that. Not my favorite. I like the concept. I like the Lovecraftian, like, fucking parasitic egg-laying concept more than I like the design. So... that's my take on it. So this has happened before, right? The Spino territory has reset. He no longer knows where his feeder is. Now he's cranky. I said before that I thought this was an issue with the mod. I don't think that's true. Because it occurs to me, this exact situation has happened when we had a solo Cryolophosaurus, and I think it was the Pokemon Kanto Park build, right? I think that's the one we did, where we had like one Cryolophosaurus, and it had this exact issue where it would lose the feeder and break down the fence. And I'm pretty sure we saw its territory full reset. It wasn't just that it decayed away, it was that its territory just disappeared and then reformed in a new position. So I think this is not a mod issue. I think this is just a weird base game glitch with solitary single dinosaurs that can happen. I think the connecting factor between that old cryopen and the Spinosaurus pen is that they're kind of a weird shape. That's my hunch. Something about corners, maybe. So yeah, we're gonna get this guy back in. This doesn't matter. Like, this part can't collapse at this point, obviously, because it's got $7 trillion in its coffers. I have figured out why a bunch of tasks are going undone in the park. It's because of this. These jokers are over here making out in the corner, so they're doing their goddamn jobs. Here's your job. Do your job. Take care of my dilos. We're also struggling in their own way with life. Okay, the car seems to be just kind of hanging out. Oh! Are they going to go back to the corner? No, okay, they're driving now. They're driving now. Well, someday they may leave this paddock. Maybe. Maybe. They did it. Alright, more fossils. Suchomimus. We're getting there. 60-some%. It's a slow and arduous process, but, we're making it. So this will be the last animal we put in. I'm not going to bother with Mamenchisaurus. It's not important. It's got no actual presence in JP3. Would have only included it because it's on Sorna and Lost World. Storm coming. At least like the Gallimimus and Pachycephalosaurus do have... They're on the size charts for JP3 on the DVDs. So like... Pachycephalosaurus and Gallimimus were explicitly planned for JP3. Mamenchisaurus never was, so I'm okay cutting it. Alright, so maybe with a little bit of luck, we can wrap this up. No. One more time. Okay. One more trip to Africa. We're almost there. It's been 1,000,000 years, but it's almost done. Ta-da! Oh, it's actually 2 Suchomimus. I would have assumed it was 1. Wait a second. Look. 96% complete. 4% remaining. So if I can queue both of these up, and it will try to run both. If I do just one, can I sell the other one? Because, I want to say it's Dimetrodon is also bugged like this, where it's got an extra fossil. But I don't remember being able to actually queue the extra one up. I wonder if this is like 99.9% Chino. How have I not... Maybe I have noticed this before. Maybe this has happened before with Suko. And I just don't remember. There is a rounding error! 99% now. We only got actually 3% from that. There's legitimately a fucking rounding error. I got ripped off. Huh. How about that? So the final animal of the park build, Suchomimus. Of course, this is in JP3 because it's name dropped by Billy Brennan when he's talking about InGen's list, which implies that Suchomimus was cloned. It implies that Suchomimus is on InGen's list. I treat that as canon, that Suchomimus was on Isla Sorna. That's my personal opinion. There's some problems with that. One of which is that Suchomimus was, like, discovered in the mid-90s. So it wasn't even named when InGen would have cloned it. So there should be an unknown Spinosaurid on InGen's list. And not necessarily Suchomimus. But it's fine. See, my interpretation of that scene has always been Billy and Grant are discussing the Spinosaur, right? Grant looks at it. He knows it's a Spinosaurus. 1997. Yeah, okay. So literally well after Hurricane Clarissa wipes out the Site B facilities. Whatever. It's fine. If you believe in Project Regenesis as it exists in canon and Henry Wu and Masrani fucking around on the island, then they could have cloned it then. Whatever. I interpret it as an InGen species, though, because it's on InGen's list, right? And the things that they cloned, like Ceratosaurus and Anki, have, in current canon, been said to not be on InGen's original list, right? At least not cloned, but whatever. This is not terribly important. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. So Billy specifically doesn't say the Spinosaurus is a Spinosaurus because Billy is focused on Spinosaurids that are on the list, whereas Grant is just thinking in terms of dinosaurs, right? So Grant sees it, he clearly recognizes it as Spinosaurus because it's obviously a Spinosaurus. But Billy looks at it and is probably thinking in his head, oh, that looks like a Spinosaurus, but Spinosaurus isn't on the list. So Baryonyx, Suchomimus, the animals that are on the list, they just happen to have sails? Probably not an unreasonable interpretation, right? Especially because Suchomimus is new. Okay, so cheaper incubation, altruistic salary here is fine. We get the Sucho eggs. I did send out a dig team from Menchosaurus. We're not even going to open the fossil tab and look at it. It's non-canon. It didn't happen.
T-shirts.
So, our Suchomimus here is based, again, on the website design because, well, as close as we can get to the website design in JWE2 because for some reason they decided to get rid of the brighter blue skin in favor of this dark blue-gray, which is the best you can do. But we go with the website design here to match the website design on the berry, which is motivated, again, by the Regenesis comic, which has a trailer that has a very brief glance at a Baryonyx that looks kind of like this. So it makes sense. Same thing we did with the Pachycephalosaurus. Use the website designs, even though we didn't do that for the Inmonosaurus. JPOG gives us a good alternative there. It's fine.
Asset delivered.
So Sucho, of course, happy in base game to be with the berries, so you just chuck them down here in the little southern Spinosaur area for them to just hang out and be happy. Who is sick and why? You? What have you done? You're in a building. How can you be sick? You have shelter. You have one of your primary needs met. Avian pox. Now? This time of year? Whatever. Non-canon. Doesn't matter. The park is done. The Suchos are on the ground. Okay, so that'll be the final animal for the build. I think we're done. This park is getting close to falling apart. I could see the stuttering and the animal pathfinding. We don't want to add too much more stuff. So a quick fly over the island. We got all these nice little different areas. No fences keeping most of these things separate. And yet, things like the Rex and the Spinosaurids down here do stay isolated. A+ mod. Fantastic. Check the description for the mod link. It's been a fun one. I do like having kind of a theme to build around, like in terms of environment, which is neat. Using these decorations is cool. I like that. The total population here in the end, let's look at the star rating. We end up with 318 animals, 27 species only. 28 planned, but again, Mamenchi got cut, so forget about him. Just the 3 Ankies on the river. There should be forest Ankies, but don't worry about those. We only have 10 Brachis. There should be more Brachis. 2 Carnotaurus, of course, coming from the DPG list. 1 Ceratosaurus, because it's all you see in the film. 40 copies is probably way too low. 44 Corythosaurus is definitely too low. There's like 100 of these guys in the movie. 7 Dilos, because it's all we could fit. Diplos and Monos coming from the JP3 young adult novels. 40 Galleys, also probably too low. Cut from the movie, but in concept art and planning stages it was included. The Iguanodon from the young adult novels as well. Maiasaura from the trading cards of all places. Microceratus from the DPG list. Metaburosaurus also from the trading cards. Pachycephalosaurus again cut from the film like Gallimimus. Parasaurs in the mixed herd with the Corythosaurs should also probably be over 100 of these guys easily, but we'll settle for 48. We get our 1 Spino. 15 Stegos is probably not that wrong. There's about 10 in the flyover scene and another 5 on the river, roughly. Probably closer to like 18 or so, I would bet, but not too far off. Suchomimus motivated by Brennan's dialogue, so we have no real idea of population numbers. Triceratops is only seen in the flyover scene in a few different shots, so 11 is probably actually about right for Trikes. There's not many in the film. Troodon, cut from the canceled, well, not cut. Troodon is included as coming from the original version of Jurassic Park Survivor, which is a JP3 era video game that got canceled, got reborn as a Jurassic World era video game, got canceled again, and has now been reborn as the upcoming Jurassic Park Survival title. So, quite the legacy there. Let's hope the game lives up to that, huh? But we actually know what the design for that Troodon looks like because it leaked or was released online relatively recently in like the last year. And so that's like a yellow and black Troodon design. Completely unique in the franchise, not based on anything else. We got the 1, of course, male Tyrannosaurus in the movie, who is not dead here in this timeline. And then we got the 5 Sorna Velociraptors we see in the film, the 1 female, 4 males, 1 with a unique patterning. And then, of course, we have the possibly rumor only. I have not verified that this is real, but the Chronosaurus, possibly what was responsible for killing the guys in the boat at the start of the movie in one or another script at some point in planning for the movie. Of course, not actually in film universe, is not responsible for killing them in the actual movie, but it's enough reason to include it in the park. And then for pterosaurs, we of course have the Pteranodon. Obviously, we see them in the film. We see 4, I believe. There's the 3 females that escape at the end and are seen in the aviary proper. And then there's the male Pteranodon with the yellow head crest that was fully designed, had an animatronic, I think, and just got cut from the film. So, sad day for that guy. Pretty cool design. It shows up in video games. It's had toys and stuff. It's as canon as a cut design can be in the franchise, right? And then lastly, Tapejara, which is coming from the Hasbro JP3 toy line, which is a dog shit toy line. Not as bad as the original Hasbro Jurassic World toy line, which is even worse. But it's a pretty bad toy line. The pterosaur figures are all right, and Tapejara is a weird random include in that toy line. It's almost entirely canon animals, and then there's just like a Tapejara figure. Just thrown in, because fuck it. So we threw it in, because fuck it. We can also do a little quick tour of the movie pit stops here. So, of course, when they're flying into the island, we're an airplane. They fly over that initial plains area with like a bunch of trees kind of strung out in a very artificial looking way. It looks a lot like a curated field, which is very weird. They fly over, Corythosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, and Brachiosaurus. This is the scene where you see the Trikes in the film for like the only time, I think. There's quite a lot of animals in that scene. There's like a dozen Brachies and a ton of Parasaurs and Corythosaurus. So this would be this. And then, of course, they continue flying over. Probably fly over some hills, maybe, that we don't see. Who knows? And they, of course, land the plane. Boo! Ah! Oh no, a Spinosaurus! Oh god! Oh shit! Oh no, our plane crashed. So that's this. Obviously, this decoration is reused from the actual map in game, just turned into a placeable decoration that disappears if you pan too far down. Ignore that. So then, of course, after the crash, there's the encounter with the Rex and the Spino. So that's why we've got a Rex somewhere. Okay, he's in the trees. You can't see him right now, but we got our male Tyrannosaurus here. And of course, the compies that show up in the fight, scampering around the feet of the Spinosaur and the Tyrannosaur when they're fighting. So there they are. Let's go save this raptor real quick. Just a slight interlude. And of course, since JP3 is a brisk hour and a half long, it moves along at quite a clip. So once the plane here is crashed, they go running off and head off down through, I don't know, some amount of fields and somewhere. They end up at the lab complex at some point and encounter the raptors. The raptors chase them out of the lab complex and into the field where they encounter the main Parasaur and Crythosaur herd with like hundreds of individuals or whatever. And that's where they get split up. And then Grant is rescued by the kid. What's his face? You know that kid? Eric. Eric, that's his name. And he brings them back to his fucking water truck in the kind of the swampy area. There aren't Gallimimus, but here we have Gallies. Because they have to go somewhere. There are compies here, of course, because that's the second time Compy shows up in the film with the watering truck. Oh my god. Why have you done this? They've all got sickness. They're coughing in each other's mouths. Quarantine, you shits. So yeah, then they all group up. Oh, we never put in the heavy fence. I completely forgot. Somewhere, I'm not going to pull up the map because, like, we're done. But somewhere there's a fence. And then the Spino busts through, you know, the heavy fence. Great. That's the wrong fence. God damn it. Nope. This one. This one. There's an arbitrary and random section of curved heavy fence that's just there. What's it containing? Who knows? It keeps one side of the island away from the other side. But they go through the fence and they head to the aviary. So we got our aviary. Of course, we can't actually make it, you know, big cliffs and everything because the game is it's limited. You know, it's a small indie title. There's not much money behind it. It's understandable, right? There's no way we could have cliffs. That's completely unreasonable. Then they sail on the boat. They sail down the river. They go past that nice vista shot where you see the Stegos, the Yankees, some Parasaurs and Brachiosaurs alongside the riverbank. That's this. They're not really all clustered up quite as they would be in the film, but, you know, we need all their plants. This is a viable park. This is a real build. So, there they are. And they sail down here, and then some other shit happens that's not important and the movie ends. We of course have a few other animals that need homes, so we put you know, a few other guys down here. Pachycephalosaurus and Microceratus. We've gone ahead and put the junior novel species all in one clump over here. The Diplos, the Iguanodons, the Admonosaurs. Oh my god, everybody's fucking dying over there in that rapid paddock. We put the Baryonyx and the Suchomimus down here, of course, at this nice little watering hole down in the corner. And over here in this nice little gap in near the landing strip, we've gone ahead and thrown in the trading card animal. Because they had to go somewhere. That's actually a nice looking set of guys. Actually pretty vibrant crew. I think we did a good job picking like skins that still kind of evoke like the brighter dinosaur aesthetic of JP3, which is very unique in the franchise. We never really get that like consistent bright designs again after that film. We get some here and there, but like every animal, every new design in JP3 was like bright and vibrant, which is probably the best part of that film. No real explanation for why some of the animals change colors, but whatever. Are you guys just all dying? You are all dying. Where's the medical team? Where's the medical team gone? Are they driving backwards again? Wait, this one's at base. I think the raptors are probably gonna die. So that's the new one. Where's my other medical team? What happened? What happened? I queued that up. There's only 2 medical teams. Did they actually just go over there and scan and go all the way back home without me noticing? Is that what happened? Okay, well, whatever. All the raptors will probably die, but that's not canon. As long as we never reload the save, they will be alive. It's fine. Alright, well, that'll be it for this park build. There's not going to be any more JWE episodes this week, so this will be the Monday episode. It'll be the last one for the week. I'm going to be working on trying to get a mod working, and then we'll do a nice, mod reveal for the next park build, which will be centered around said mod. So that'll be next week from the perspective of YouTube.